Today I'm going to be going over the Plague CS2 cheat. It's sort of like a entry-level HVH cheat, but like I said, today's video actually is sponsored by wickedgamers.com. You guys can head over to this link that will be in the description down below. If you guys do want to get Plague or any other CS2 cheat, you're going to go to your mod menu section here, CS2 cheats. Once you get to this page, if you want to purchase Plague, for example, you would click this button, and then you would purchase a month key right here. Once you get to this page, you guys can enter discount code Luciano to get 5% off. Obviously, you enter in your email, make sure that is entered incorrectly, and you will receive an email with your key. Alrighty guys, I did load into game right now. I'm going to show you guys how this menu actually looks. So once you guys do launch the game and you do inject, you're going to hit insert on your keyboard. As you guys can see, this is what the menu looks like. I will zoom in for you guys because it is pretty small. Starting off with the rage options here, you have your weapon group. Basically, this is where you customize your rage options for either every single gun or individual ones. So for example, shared, this is what it's set to. I mean, obviously you can change it to whatever you'd like. So starting off with general, you have your enable, auto, wall, and silent, and you can also change your FOV for what the rage bot will shoot in. So if you set the FOV to 60, it'll only shoot with an FOV of 60. You want that all the way up if you're, HVHing. But anyway, accuracy here, target sorting. You can do highest damage, lowest FOV, or closest player. I would do highest damage because it's going to do whatever you can hit the highest damage with is what it's going to shoot first. Hitboxes here, you can set to whatever, hitboxes you want to hit. It kind of depends on what gun you're using with what you select, but by default, I believe it enables everything. You have your minimum wall damage as well as your minimum damage, multi-point here as well as your hit chance for your multi-point. You do have a no spread as well as your auto stop. I do think they're going to add rapid fire very soon here. They keep mentioning it in their Discord, so I'm assuming it's coming out soon. And once they do add rapid fire, it should be able to compete against certain cheats. Right now, it can definitely win over all legit cheats that have HVH functionality like Midnight or Meme Sense. But against Never Lose and stuff, we just gotta wait for that rapid fire, and it might be able to do some damage. I'm not really sure 100%. I don't have Never Lose and I haven't used it personally, so I can't really vouch on that part. Anti-aim here, basically you can enable or disable this. This is basically what makes it so like it's harder for other cheats to be able to shoot you, because it basically moves your body like crazy, as you guys can see. So some cheats can't detect where your actual head is or where your actual chest is, so it's just gonna miss when it tries to shoot you. That is basically what anti-aim actually is. Legit options. Well, before I go into the legit options here, I'm gonna select a AK, for example. As you guys can see, look how powerful this is. Actually insane. Deagle as well. If you guys do want this config too, let me know in the description. I'm gonna get a scout. That's what most people use. As you guys can see, it does work pretty good. These visuals are also pretty clean. I had a buddy make this for me. Like I was saying, you guys can change individual settings for weapon categories or weapons itself, like your rifles, pistols, your deagle, revolver, stuff like that. For example, if you wanted to change your scout, you basically go under here. You would go under SSG, and as you guys can see, I do have override shared, which will basically override the default settings for just the scout. As you can see, the general stays the same because you obviously want your FOV to be 180. Moving on here though, minimum wall damage is 100. The multi-point is where this changes. It changes your hit chance as well. Basically what multi-point does is if it sees a different body part other than what you have set up here for hitboxes, as you can see, default head. So if it could see, like for example, their foot, multi-point will be able to shoot them on their foot if it can actually see them, and if the hit chance is 81% or higher, it will actually shoot. If it's lower than that, it won't even bother. Anti-aim, again, like I said, it's pretty much the same thing. Legit options here, weapon group here, same thing. You can configure certain weapons, like your pistols, rifles, whatever. I'm just gonna go to shared because it's easier. But moving on here, you do have your FOV for your actual weapons. I don't know if I have any. Okay, I do have a legit config here. We'll just load this one real quick. So let's go here. We're gonna go to legit. FOV here, it's set to 8.0. Mouse 1 is how you engage that. As you can see, when I shoot, it kind of locks onto their head. Don't bully me for having the default config, by the way. This is a brand new account and I'm too lazy to switch it. You can change the smoothing as well. So as you can see, if that locks on too much, see when I go to like 70% smoothing, it looks a little more accurate. You could do like 89 if you want, whatever. You do have to like tweak this to your liking, make sure it hits. Like I said, hitboxes here, you can change that. Non-stick. Your trigger bot, which is mouse 5. You basically hold whatever key you set this to. Say you want to do mouse 4. You basically hold mouse 4 and you would aim onto somebody and it would shoot automatically for you, which is pretty cool. Moving on here, you do your no spread as well as your delay. You can set the delay to whatever you would like. For trigger bot, I would have at least like 3 millisecond delay, or maybe 10, I don't know. I would have some delay, because if you're going to shoot them before you can actually see them, obviously you're going to get called out pretty quick. But that's just me, I guess. Especially if you're using an op. Hit groups here as well. Like I said, for your trigger bot, you can also do your magnet here, and you do have a recoil script here as well if you want to enable your recoil script, which will basically make your recoil pattern a little bit tighter compared to if you didn't have it. Your recoil would be like this, so you don't have to pull your mouse down as much, which is pretty cool. Visuals here, like I said, player ESP, other ESP, you do your chams and your effects. So basically, if you're a player ESP, you can enable your boxes by checking that, as you can see. You can also change the color of these boxes. Say you want to make them red. You can enable your health bar, your name, weapon. As you can see below, it shows what weapon they're using. You can have a weapon icon as well. You can show your ammo bar, skeleton. You do your hit marker as well. If I can actually hit them, that'd be nice. That sound effect, if you want to enable this. There you go. Flags as well, like your distance. As you can see there, it says 22 meters. You can do your bomb if they have the bomb scoped or unscoped. Scoped is kind of helpful with HVH. Other than that, I wouldn't really use these. Maybe bomb to see who has the bomb. But other ESP as well, you do ever dropped weapons. So if I throw a weapon on the ground, I don't know if you can actually throw one in here. Yeah, I guess you can. As you guys can see, it says Deagle right on it. You can do an icon as well right there. So if the gun's like behind a wall, you would be able to see it pretty easily. You can do dropped weapon ammo as well. As you can see the ammo bar right there. Chams here as well. You can do visible chams. As you can see, they're green. You can actually change the material. You can make it flat or illuminated, which is like a glow. That's a little bright for me. I'm gonna do textured because I think that looks the best. Visible, I'd make it something bright, like green or pink, maybe purple. As you can see there, that looks pretty cool. Basically, it will only show the chams when they're visible. So if you see right here on this little half wall, as you can see, I can't see the chams unless I'm looking at them. You can also make it so when you can't see them, you can still see them. As you can see, it's like a gray or a black. You can change this as well to whatever color you want. So if you want to make it so when you can't see them, they're white, you can do that. I would only use visible chams if you're legit cheating or closet cheating. But like I said, this is all personal preference, whatever you guys want to do. You can also give yourself chams. I don't know why you would do that, to be honest. Weapon chams as well to make your gun white or whatever color you want. If you want to make it red. I don't know why you would use this because it's there's skins in here. Moving down to your skins category here, starting off with your gloves here, you can change what actual gloves you have. I like Pandora's box, the purplish ones. They look pretty cool to me. Your bayonet here, you can select whatever knife you want. Let's say you do a Talon knife, you could do so there, and then you change the actual skin here. So I don't know what skin to use, to be honest. Is there any purple? Ooh. I'm gonna keep this. It actually looks pretty cool. You can also change the wear of this as well, you know, to whatever you like. And then agent skins as well, which is your actual like character skins. I don't know why you would change that. I mean, you can. As you can see, my hand should change in a second once I change this, my outfit there. Like I was saying, guys, when it comes to, you know, customizing other weapon skins here, basically you take out the weapon that you do like or prefer. So for example, your AK, you take it out and make sure it's equipped. And then you can basically change the actual skin right here, which is pretty cool. This skin's actually kind of cool, I'm even gonna lie, so I'm gonna keep it. You would switch to your deagle, for example, this one right here, and then you can change the actual, you know, skin to whatever you prefer, which is pretty cool as well. That white one's pretty cool, I like that one. But it's really that easy. Your misc options here, you do your bunny hop option here, auto strafe, as well as your auto peek if you would like to do that. Which is mostly used in HVH. You basically bind this to mouse 5, for example. Puts this little blue dot here so you can peek somebody and once you shoot, you'll move back safely, which is basically how that works. Like I said here, bunny hop, automatically bunny hop for you. I don't know if everybody likes this, to be honest, but yeah, it works and it's pretty clean. Down here, you do have a comment, your world FOV if you want to change that. As you can see right here, I'm gonna keep it at 90, and then your vmodel FOV as well. If you want to, make your hand stick out, a little bit more, a little bit less, you can basically do so. You do have your event logs here, as well as a preserve kill feed, which will basically every kill you get, it will keep it up on the screen and it won't go away. Anti-untrusted, you would basically use that if you're raging. But config section here is basically where you can load different configs. I have a bunch of them in here from, just testing purposes here. But basically, say you select this one here, you just hit load. Let me take my gun out. It's gonna start shooting automatically. But basically, you would go under here and you would load a setting or a config here. You can also create your own save or load. If you hit open your directory, it will basically open up your directory where all your configs are saved. This is where you can drag and drop new configs, or like give a config to somebody else. You'd basically go in your directory and you would send that to the person. This rage config here, my buddy made a little bit, and honestly, this one's probably my favorite in HVH. And honestly, his visuals are clean, man. But basically, just to show how this works, literally you just pick up an AK, for example, and it's just gonna shoot automatically for you. Oh guys, I don't know if I'm ever gonna be able to get through a full deathmatch raging, because I get kicked pretty much instantly. I mean, as I should get kicked, but let me see if I can get a full game in. I don't think it's possible, but I can try. Let me know what you guys want to see video wise in the description down below, and I'll get it out for you guys. I'm working on some new content, and I'm wondering what you guys are looking for. I also did forget to mention this video actually is also sponsored by myaccountstore.com. This is where you guys can get any CS2 account, whether it's Prime or not. You guys can get it here. They actually did supply me with an account for this video. So like I said, if you guys do want to get any, CS2 accounts or CS2 commends or Steam points, head over to this website. You would hit show accounts here and you would purchase any of the following options. They are out of stock right now as of recording this video. I spoke to the the manager of the website, and they're going to be restocking probably by the time this video gets out. Like I said though, they also do have CS2 commands. So you select 50 commands here, you would hit purchase now, and you guys can use coupon code Luciano to also get 10% off at checkout, which is pretty cool. And like I said, this coupon code will also work for your accounts once those are available.